The persistent sound of the alarm clock echoed through the small apartment. Camila opened her eyes slowly, her body exhausted from a routine that seemed never-ending. Since her parents had fallen ill, her life had revolved around work and accumulating bills. She never imagined that after years of studying business administration, she would end up cleaning hotel rooms to survive, but she had no choice. Her bedridden father needed expensive medication, and her mother was too weak to take care of him alone. Camila set aside her pride and took the first job she could find at the Imperial Hotel, one of the city's most traditional establishments. Calloused hands and exhaustion were small prices to pay for the love she had for her parents. On her first day, she felt the weight of prejudice. Some guests ignored her completely, while others looked at her with disdain. The veteran employees were tough on her, and the supervisor, Mrs. Regina, seemed not to like her. "Work fast and don't complain," was all she said during the introduction. Camila held back her tears when she saw the dirty bathroom in the first room. She took a deep breath and started scrubbing, feeling the pain in her arms, but she wouldn't let it shake her. If she was there, it was for a reason. She had to keep going. Days turned into weeks, and soon, months. Camila worked double shifts, took extra hours, and accepted any task to increase her salary. The desperation of not being able to pay all the expenses kept her awake at night. But deep inside, something inside her refused to fade: determination. During one of those exhausting shifts, Camila met an unusual guest. The elegant and kind woman silently observed her work. When Camila finished cleaning, the guest gave her a gentle smile. "You have a different energy," she said. "I don't know why, but I feel like you're going far." Camila smiled timidly, not knowing that those words would echo in her mind. One day after work, she found an eviction notice taped to her apartment door. Her heart pounded. Even if she worked 3 times as much, she wouldn't be able to pay all the debts. She collapsed on the floor, letting tears roll down her face. But deep inside, she knew she couldn't give up. She needed a plan. The next day, while cleaning one of the hotel's most luxurious rooms, an idea began to take shape. What if she could rise above this position? What if she could learn more about how a hotel operates and use her business knowledge to her advantage? It was just a spark, but Camila knew that a great fire starts with a single ember. She didn't know how she would do it yet, but she was determined. She wouldn't spend the rest of her life cleaning rooms. Camila wanted more, and she would do everything to achieve it. Slowly, she began to see the hotel differently. Each department was interconnected, and service efficiency directly impacted profits. Camila started noticing administrative flaws that could be corrected, but the real test came when, on a busy day, a system error left several guests without registered rooms. Chaos broke out at the reception, and Camila, unnoticed, attentively observed how everything was handled. Her mind worked quickly, identifying solutions that went unnoticed by her superiors. That night, she felt different. For the first time, she saw that she could truly rise above her current position. She was learning, and one day, she wouldn't just work at the hotel, she would run it. The opportunity Camila had been waiting for came sooner than she imagined. One hectic night, a group of VIP guests arrived, but a booking mistake meant their rooms were occupied. Chaos erupted at the reception. The receptionists were panicked, and Supervisor Regina barked orders without finding a solution. That's when Camila gathered the courage to suggest an idea. "We can reassign the guests to the suites that had last-minute cancellations. That way, we accommodate everyone without losing the reservations." After saving the hotel's reception from disaster, Camila began earning the respect of employees. Her name was whispered in the hallways, and even Supervisor Regina, always so strict, started looking at her with less skepticism. But recognition didn't come without challenges. Some colleagues became jealous of her rise and started working against her. Rumors spread that she was trying to steal positions from others. After saving the hotel's reception from disaster, Camila began earning the respect of employees. Her name was whispered in the hallways, and even Supervisor Regina, always so strict, started looking at her with less skepticism. But recognition didn't come without challenges. Some colleagues became jealous of her rise and started working against her. Rumors spread that she was trying to steal positions from others. Camila didn't let it shake her. She knew she had to stay focused and keep proving her worth. She decided to study even more, spending her nights researching hotel management and business strategies, jotting down ideas to improve the hotel's operations. Her big chance came when the general manager called an emergency meeting. The hotel was struggling, reservations were declining, and guest reviews showed dissatisfaction. Camila, ever observant, knew exactly where the problems lay. The booking system needed modernization, and room cleanliness was not being properly supervised. Taking a deep breath, she asked for permission to speak. "If you allow me, I have some suggestions to improve the hotel's performance." Silence filled the room as Camila waited for a response. The general manager, Mr. Renato, studied her carefully before nodding. "Go ahead," he said. Taking a deep breath, Camila began explaining her observations. "The biggest issue is the outdated reservation system. Double bookings and cancellations are causing confusion, frustrating both staff and guests. Also, the cleaning process isn't being properly supervised, leading to inconsistencies in room quality," she continued, outlining simple yet effective solutions. "If we invest in a modernized booking system and create a checklist for room inspections, we can significantly improve guest satisfaction and avoid unnecessary losses." To her surprise, the manager seemed impressed. "You're suggesting things even some of our senior staff haven't noticed," he admitted. "I'll discuss this with the board. In the meantime, I want you to work alongside the reception team and monitor these issues closely." It was a small victory, but a meaningful one. For the first time, Camila was being seen not just as a housekeeper, but as someone who could make a difference. Determined to prove herself further, she worked harder than ever. In addition to her cleaning duties, she observed daily operations, took notes, and refined her ideas. Slowly, her suggestions were being implemented, and the hotel's performance began to improve. But Camila knew this was just the beginning. Months passed, and Camila's efforts did not go unnoticed. Mr. Renato called her into his office one morning. "You've been making a real impact here," he said. "I'd like to offer you a position as an assistant in the administration department." Camila's heart pounded. It was her chance to step out of housekeeping and into management. "I accept," she said without hesitation. Her new role was challenging. She had to learn quickly, adapt, and prove herself daily. Some colleagues still doubted her abilities, whispering that she was just a housekeeper trying to climb too high. But Camila refused to let doubt hold her back. She studied every aspect of hotel management: finance, marketing, customer service, and operations. She absorbed knowledge like a sponge, always looking for ways to improve efficiency and guest experience. Then, an opportunity arose that would change everything. The hotel's largest competitor was opening a luxury branch nearby, threatening to steal their clientele. The board was in crisis, unsure of how to compete. Camila, now confident in her abilities, saw a way forward. "We need to focus on what makes us unique," she suggested during a meeting. "Instead of competing directly, we should emphasize our personalized service and history. If we launch loyalty programs and exclusive guest experiences, we can secure our client base." The board was skeptical, but Mr. Renato believed in her. "Let's try it," he said. The strategy worked. Guests appreciated the unique touch, and the hotel not only maintained its clientele but attracted new ones. For the first time, Camila felt like a true leader, but she wanted more. Years later, Camila had become a respected executive in the company. She had climbed every step of the ladder, proving herself over and over again. Then, news shook the hotel. The elderly owner was retiring and looking to sell part of the business. Camila saw her opportunity. With years of savings and the help of an investor who believed in her vision, she bought a stake in the hotel. Her dream of being more than just an employee had finally come true. She was now part owner of the place where she had once scrubbed floors, but she wasn't finished. With her leadership, the hotel continued to grow, and years later, when the full ownership became available, she made the boldest move of her life. She bought it all. Standing in front of the grand hotel, now hers, she felt tears of joy stream down her face. She had done it. She had gone from cleaning rooms to owning the very building she once worked in. Her name was now part of the hotel's history. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment and share with someone who needs this motivation.